Some virtue-signaling Democrats are finally singing a different tune about illegal immigration. Surprise, surprise, there must be an election around the corner. Welcome to the Jason Rantz Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. New York City, the big apple of discord, is grappling with tens of thousands of illegal immigrants, and the crimes are piling up. Even New York City's mayor, Eric Adams, after some unpleasant encounters, including attacks against police, he's changing his stance.
Those small numbers that are committing crimes, we need to modify the sanctuary city law that if you commit a felony, a violent act, we should be able to turn you over to ICE and have you deported. It is a right to live in this city, and you should be not committing crimes in our city for doing so. Right now, we don't have the authority to do so.
Who could have seen this coming? Literally everyone, at least those who were honest about the porous border. Denver is in the same boat. So is D.C. After proudly proclaiming sanctuary city status, now they're like, sanctuary city? What sanctuary city? What is the sanctuary city you speak of? Remember when Texas mayors and Governor Greg Abbott raised the red flag and got labeled xenophobes? That talking point sure did vanish, didn't it? So here's a wild idea. Go with me for a moment. It might be controversial. Close the borders and enforce the law. If you're here illegally and you commit a crime, bye-bye. We're all for hospitality. But let's not throw a welcome party for lawbreakers. The solution isn't rocket science. It's common sense, folks. Democrats, you might want to take notes here. Illegal immigration is the leading issue for the November election, and no last-minute policy flip-flops will hide the facts that Democrats lit this fuse. And if you're tired of this sanctuary city circus, remember, you can vote in November and change things. Jason Rantz here with Greg Nunn, your local tax expert and advocate. Greg, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, Jason, great to be with you again and talk about these tax issues.
So some folks out there have the IRS calling them nonstop or even coming to their door. What do you recommend they do?
You are protected by statute, by law, that when you have representation, they have to deal with your representative. And I am acting in your best interest when I'm dealing with the IRS. And I tell you, you don't want to talk to them, it'll just stress you out.
If you're having trouble with the IRS, then call Greg Nunn. Greg might be able to negotiate a settlement for up to 85% off the original amount owed, and that includes penalties and interest. Call Greg Nunn today. Did you like that commentary? Make sure you subscribe to the podcast of The Jason Rantz Show. Get it at KTTH.com or wherever it is you download your podcasts.